I made a promise when I made those badly done tutorial videos that I would make some equally as badly done video tutorials. So this is it. This is the only way I can do it in War Thunder, so we'll just have to see how it goes, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem. I'm going to be doing all these using the Spitfire Mark 9 in the test flight, as there are Lancasters which I can form up on and demonstrate 3 of the brakes on my own. The split brake I might have to leave out until I can record with another player, but for solo brakes this will be fine set up. The brakes will be in RB, as we are switched, or we have switched to RB, so don't talk about anything with that, and yeah, let's go. Okay, so if you've watched the badly done video tutorials, you'll know roughly what the brakes are already. If you've been with the squadron a while, you should hopefully know what they are, as you would have performed them several times. So the first brake we'll go over is the peel brake, then we'll move on to the duck brake, and finally the Enid brake. I will do each brake in turn, first in third person, so you know roughly the angles, and then once in first person, so you get an idea, because most of the people in the squadron fly first person, so yeah, we'll try it like that. Okay, just need to make sure my controls are fine. There we go, like that. Sorted. Okay, there are the lights, let's get formed up on them. Okay, I'll stay in loose formation with them until they make their final turn, and then we'll get straight into the peel brake. While we're waiting, the peel brake is a roll, on the word of command, sorry, is a roll to around about 90 degrees, anywhere between 75 to 90 degrees of bank, which I'll demonstrate in a minute. And then pitch back away from the formation, and it's almost split down into 2 manoeuvres, but mainly try and keep it as one, but I'll demonstrate it in a minute so you know. Okay, so the call out for a brake, the leader will give this every time, whether in chat or verbally through Discord, is brake, brake, go. Obviously an AI can't give me that call out, so I'll have to give it myself for this, but yeah. So, right, once I'm formed up, like so. Peel brake, yeah, roll to around about 75 to 90 degrees of bank, and then pitch back away from the formation. So I'll activate smoke. Probably change to wings, give me a second. Wings white. There we go, that's better. Okay, so once from third person, so you know the angles, and then once from cockpit. One thing to note with this is you want to try and keep as flat as possible, so you see the horizon, you want to try and follow that as best you can. Try and keep your gun sight on that, and if it drops below or beneath, then you're possibly doing it wrong. So yeah, we'll go over that. Okay, Merlin, stand by for a peel brake left demonstration. Ready and brake, brake, go. So you want to try and keep it as level as possible as you bank away from the formation. Okay, let's get reformed up quickly and try it again in first person. So yeah, the main thing with the peel brake, which distinguishes it from the Enid brake, which we'll get to a bit later, oh there they are, is you want to try and keep the brake as flat and level as possible. Straying down a little bit isn't too much of an issue, but straying upwards is the main thing we want to try and avoid. Even still, I try and keep it as level as possible. For the first person, I won't bother with smoke, but here we go. Obviously my cockpit settings aren't what most people will be, so you just have to bear with me on this, but yeah, I'll stay in this position so you get a good view of the aircraft. Okay, Merlin, peel brake demonstration, standby, and brake, go. All about keeping that level manoeuvre there. Okay, right, that was the peel brake. I hope that was well explained and well demonstrated. If not, you guys can always mention it to me in the Discord and I'll try and correct it as best I can. Now onto the duct brake. The difficulty on this one goes up a tad, but it's nothing too much to worry about. Now, ooh, hello. Sorry, Nigel. Oh, okay. Nigel obviously didn't like that form up on the leader. The duct brake is like the peel brake again. It's almost two manoeuvres, but it seems like one when you watch it, or when you perform it even, or both actually. So one from third person. So a duct brake is pitch up away from the formation. The leader will tell you which direction you are rolling, left or right, and then you do said roll. So lead plane might say something like Merlin, duct brake left demonstration, standby, and brake, go, pitch up, and roll left away from the formation, like so. Right, again from first person, reform on the slot bomber here. But yeah, the key with the duct brake is just to wait 1 or 2 seconds. It's not even that, it's probably 1.5 seconds, I'd say roughly, of pitching up or away before you roll. We tend to do it, roll the direction you are on the side of the formation, so if I was on the left wing, for example, I'd be rolling left. But we do occasionally do it so you roll over the lead plane. I'll demonstrate that now actually. So, but from first person, here we go. Let's see, formed up here. Okay. Merlin duct brake right demonstration, standby. And brake, go. Like so. Okay. I'm running out of maps, so I'm going to make this one a bit quick. Hopefully I should be able to get it done, at least the third person demonstration. So the final brake, or the final brake I can demonstrate on my own is the Enid brake, which requires a bit of timing. And it's to do with the call out. We use brake, go. Now, an Enid brake is a roll to around about 45 degrees, which I can demonstrate here in a second. And on the second brake, in the call out brake, go, you roll to around about 45 degrees. It's between 45 and I'd say 55, 60 degrees. Preferably around 45 as best you can, because then it definitely doesn't look like a badly done peel brake, which is probably what I'm about to do, but ye have little faith. So smoke on. But yeah, the timing of this is critical. On the second brake, you want to try and roll your aircraft to around about 45, and on go, you want to pitch back away. So the leader will say something like Merlin Enid break left demonstration, stand by, and break, break, go. And you end up going at that sort of angle away. Right, I should have enough map to just do it once more from first person. Let me quickly get formed up again. Yeah, the timing is key and getting the angle right. The Enid break we usually do with 2 people at the same time. So we're trying to want to make it look as symmetrical as possible, as it makes the formation break look nice and neat and tidy. Okay, easy. That's great, I'll go for the lead. Sorry, Nigel. Alright. Okay. First person. Alright. So yeah, the timing and the angle are key with this break. So, lead the same. And this break is only done in the direction of what side you're on. So left wing, you're going to be going left, right wing, you'll be going right. Unless it's an Enid split, but I'll hopefully be able to brief that once I have a squadron member online. We're all going to have to do this quickly. Enid break left, stand by, and break, break, go. I completely fucked that up. The battlefield threw me off. Tell you what, I'll return to the hangar, start that again, and give a proper demonstration from the cockpit. So just ignore that last one. Yeah. The planning is there. On the second break, in the break, go, call out, you roll to around about 45, and I'll go, pitch away. Test flight, RB, yes. Load up again. Since I've got a new server, I might as well try and demonstrate the split break. I can explain it and perform half of it, but the lead aircraft won't be able to do his part of the split break. But yeah, just quickly get the Enid break demonstrated fully. Ooh, easy. Yeah. Don't worry about that control thing. I just turned off that radial menu. It's all fine. Right. Split break. There are 3. I'd say 3, but technically 2 versions of a split break. No, actually there is 3, because I forgot we tried a new one recently, but there is 3 variants of the split break that we use. But I'll get to those in a minute. Okay, so the Enid break from cockpit. I'll wait till the lanks have turned again, unless I hit them. Okay. Right. Please settle down, thank you, Nigel. Okay, Nigel's chip, right. So yeah, timing and the angle again, but hopefully I won't fuck it up on the call out because I'm panicked. Right. So, okay, and formed up. Right, get straight onto it. Merlin, Enid break left, stand by. And break, break, go. Like so. And then you can roll out and do whatever it is you're required to do next for the formation. Whether it's land, form into tail chase, perform solo pass, perform joker routine, whatever it may be. Yeah. The split break. So, three types of split break. The peel split, the Enid split, and the duck split. You can probably guess what these are by their names. It's basically a repeat of all the other breaks, but featuring two aircraft, sometimes three. Well, two aircraft performing the manoeuvre, but three in the formation. So, the first type of split break is only done with two, mainly, but it can be done with three. Either way, the principle is the same. Obviously these aircraft are flying level, so half of this break won't be able to be demonstrated, but I can still explain what he will do anyway. So split break, or peel split to start off with, is essentially a peel break, but instead of rolling away from the aircraft you're following, like that, obviously not as fast as I just did it, but you roll towards said aircraft. So the leader will usually specify peel splits right. Sometimes he'll give the direction, sometimes he doesn't, but usually if you know it's a split break, you're going to be crossing behind him, and he, most importantly, will be crossing in front of you. So you and him will be doing the exact same manoeuvre at the same time towards each other. So yeah, he'll give a command similar to Merlin peel split right. I'm going to have to be careful I don't smack into any of these other Lancasters. Another thing to watch out for as well, we do these split breaks occasionally with 4 or 5 aircraft, so you'll have to watch out for the aircraft on your right and the aircraft behind you if you're in a diamond, or guy on your left, 2 guys on your right, etc, etc. And you'll need to make sure you've got enough spacing between you and the tail of the lead aircraft so you can clear his tail without too much issue. So, Merlin peel splits, stand by, and break, break, go. Trying not to hit Lancasters. There we go. And yeah, that's the peel split. That break, that specific one, can be done with 3 aircraft, so 1 on each wing, 1 with spacing a bit further back, and 1 close formation. I was in close formation with the one I just did. But yes, the next type of split break is sorry, I didn't finish that other point. Yeah, peel split can either be done from the wing with 3 aircraft or 2, or from slot with just 2 aircraft. So there you go. Next one is the duck split. Essentially, you and a fellow wingman on the other side of the formation will be doing 2 duckfoot breaks at the same time towards each other. I don't really like this break, as it is probably the most dangerous out of them all, because you can't really time, unless you practice it for ages, how quickly your wingman is going to pull up and how quickly you're going to pull up. So we tried to steer away from this one, but it was something we did recently and it worked okay. I suppose you can solve the issue by, if one person is maintaining close formation like me and then one is further back, so maybe around there-ish, but yeah. So I'll demonstrate this one from third person as well. Merlin, stand by for a ducks split right, stand by, and break, break, go. You need to cross in front of the aircraft. I'm not going to risk getting panicked again, so I'm just going to restart the mission and try again. I'll get the final 2 split breaks demonstrated. At some point I will invite someone on, squadron member, just to help me demonstrate the split break a bit better, as it does require 2 pilots, definitely, and possibly 3. So yeah, I'll post something about that as and when. I'm looking in there. Test flights, final time, I hope. So we've done the ducks split, now we've got the Enid split left, and yeah, that's it. I did technically call it 4, because I count the bomber split as something different, but it's essentially what the peel split is from slot. I just define it as a bomber split because it's usually done with 2 bombers. For example, mine and Avro's Lancaster and Canberra duo features 2 bomber split breaks. But yeah. Sorry, features 1 bomber split break. But yeah, if I get a chance to demonstrate that in a tutorial, I will probably demonstrate it with bombers because it works best with larger aircraft. But it does look good with any aircraft. I keep doing that on takeoff, I don't mean to. Don't text and fly. Okay. So the Enid split, same principle as the ducks split, is you're doing an Enid break, but towards both the lead plane, kind of, and the wingman on the opposite side of the formation. So timing and spacing is key for these ones. But yes, I won't demonstrate these ones in first person as the other aircraft isn't moving. But once I have a wingman aboard, I will endeavour to demonstrate them in first person. But this is just a general idea of all the breaks, so you guys know what to expect. Okay. Sorry, Nigel. Right, the Enid split break. Again, the leader will specify what split break he wants to do. We're in the peel, ducks for break, or duck split, or an Enid split. You'll very rarely hear the bomber split called, unless it's bombers. It's usually called a peel split. But yeah, make sure you know which ones are which, and you know the basic plan behind each of them. So yeah, I'll demonstrate the Enid split here in a second. So yes, the lead plane will call Enid split right, standby, and break, break, go. And smoke off, go, etc. See, I didn't pull back to the maximum there, but that's something you might have to look out for as well, is how much you pitch back. Also, we fly varying different types of aircraft, so aircraft pitches each to their own. Whether you're closer to the lead plane or further away will usually define your pitch. If you're closer, you'll be pitching back a tad less. If you're a bit further back, you'll be pitching back a tad more. So that the spacing is equal and maintained, so you don't hit each other. Final one, no, that's it. I'll just demonstrate the peel split from slot again, or from slot, so you know roughly what it looks like. Provided I don't slam into Nigel here in the rear turret. Okay. Once you're given the brake command call, throttle is entirely your discretion, but it's recommended to push it to WEP if you're flying lower than WEP, or lower than 100% even. Actually, I say lower than 90. Push it to WEP so you have a bit more power to climb. The peel brake doesn't really matter that much, but for Enid ducks and any form of split brakes, yeah, add power. But yes. Oh, the prop wash, right. So, peel split, same principle as a normal peel split, just done from slot, usually called the bomber split. Okay, Merlin out, and the direction, the lead plane will definitely give a direction for this one, as it's his call whether he goes left or right, or you go left or right. But he'll usually say Merlin bomber split left. When he says left, that means you're going left and he's going right. I usually specify that the wingman is going left, for example, and the leader is going right. But yes, let's go from up a bit better here. Turbulence is killing me. Right. Merlin bomber split left, standby. And brake, brake, go. Obviously he would be rolling right and doing the exact same manoeuvre. Generally advised, if you're in an aircraft that has a faster roll rate than the one you're following, try and match his roll rate. For example, I would have to roll a hell of a lot slower to match the Lancaster's roll rate there. But yes, we don't tend to do bomber splits with bombers and fighters. It doesn't look as good as whether it's two bombers or two fighters, or two of similar type of aircraft. Besides that, that is the brakes covered. I don't think I have any other brakes we do. Obviously, with the number of aircraft increased, the leader will give varying brakes. With a 3-ship, the brake sequence could be anywhere between, or if it's in Vic, sorry, a V of 3 aircraft. Yeah, the brakes could be Enid splits, peel split, peel brakes, Enid brakes, duck brakes. Yeah, the duck split is probably not recommended, but you have it there just in case. Some aircraft it does work quite well if their spacing is maintained and everyone is aware of where everyone else is in the formation. But yes, I will end this tutorial here. It's half an hour watch, so enjoy. Apologies for my little mistake in the middle there with the Enid brake, but you know, it's a good lesson. Failure is a good teacher. I failed, hopefully it teaches you something. But yeah, just remember timing, and listen to the leader. He'll usually tell you which direction, what brake he wants you to do, so listen to call outs. Besides that, yeah, I will end this here, if I can remember how to end said stream. Hey, there we go. No, that's a screenshot. That's not a screenshot. Okay, right. You can of course refer to these. They'll be in the badly done video tutorials, as they should be. And yes, I shall see you all at the next airshow, PDA, event, whatever it may be.